Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where we are going to start with explosions. So, blow that one up, blow that one, blow that one up, blow that one up. Watch them all go kaboomy, kaboomy, kaboomy. Yay. And we'll blow those ones up over there as well. Awesome. Oh, we got two stragglers. Ah. You. I missed one. No. I missed two. Ah. Oh. Awesome. Awesome. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Also, I think we will continue with explosions. We will continue with destruction. So let us destroy this here, because this is ready to be dead. So there we go. Finally getting rid of that one. Awesome. I think this is pretty much all ready to go, like the lot of it, which means the stuff in the floor should be ready to go. I'll let you get off the platform before I blow it up. There we go. Pop. Get rid of those. We'll re-put the path in along here as well. There you go. Okay. Cool. Awesome. What's you got there? You got gears. Cool. Okay. So we are doing well for water. The water filled up quite nicely, and is doing its thing. So that's awesome. We can get stuff done with that. I think we're good. I think we just need to come in here and put more land in, more explosives in. So I need to stare up to this one because I messed this up. This needs to be 2. I missed 1. That's all 1. That's all 1. That's going to be 1. Bring that down to this level here. We could make them 3, but I'm not going to do that. Go to there. Let's go over to there. And we need to go 10 away from the edge. I want to do a road there, I think. That should allow us access to all this here, so we can build all the way along here. This one's going to be 2 deep and 3 deep in the center, so I need to do that. Also, we don't have access to this stack here, so let's just do that. Okay. Okie dokie. So, mark resources for demolition. Be gone. We do not need to do that. Don't need the little stumps being removed. There's no point in doing that. So let's build our river, which is going to be here. 5 wide, sorry, all the way to there. Do we go 1 to the edge? Okay, and then all the rest wants to be 2s. We'll start at the back, and we will do this. And that is way more explosives than we have, but that's okay. We have we've got 769 explosives, so yeah. Let that go. Let it do its thing. Prioritize picking the rubble up, and then we can have another farm here. We do need more farms, because we are going kohlrabi, cassavas. We're going corn. We need soybean, canola, and eggplant. So soybean, canola, eggplant. Question mark eggplant, because we have this idea for the reservoir here. Which I was going to also I've closed the comment window. No, I'm going to do such a thing. Let me reload. There was mentions of Robert. There were Robert mentioned that many episodes ago, like when I started, we was going to do a cross system. So we do a river system left and right here to keep everything green as well, which I've kind of abandoned because. But yeah, so I might still do a river this side just to keep this green, but we don't need to because this is going to be industrial area, so we don't need that. And then this side, if we do the reservoir system, if we actually go all the way out to pretty much the edge, 2 tiles away from the edge, we can fit in something as big as this from here to here. Will actually fit from there to there with 2 tiles spare. So we could do that, and then another reservoir next to it, another one was, but and what I'm thinking, what I'm actually thinking here is that if we were to do the reservoirs here and have them pump the water out like quicker, we would need more water storage than we currently have. We really would need even more water storage than we currently have. Like I need way more than we currently have set up. So, because we're also going to have to get rid of one of these tanks for coffee. So like this one above the kohlrabi is going to become coffee. So we'll have one here as coffee, and there'll be one here as coffee as well. We will get more tanks in this area here. So yeah, but the other sort of thing we could do is we could put more tanks along the edge here. We could get rid of some of the farmland, because once you get multiple crops, you need less farmland. So yeah, we could do that as well, and just have. Yeah, I mean, I've got kohlrabis here, and this is going to be kohlrabis as well, and then we don't necessarily need that because there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 9. 8. That's 9. Okay, so 8, 9. Why is that? Oh no, there isn't 8. There isn't, because there's berries in there as well, isn't there? So there's only 8. So we're doing 8, and then we've got this extra warehouse here, which I set to kohlrabis as well, even though. This is going to be set to kohlrabi. So we've got 2 sets of kohlrabis stored. Not really sure why I'm storing 2 sets of kohlrabis, but we are, just because I can. I think yeah, just because we can. We could set one of them to berries. That really wouldn't hurt it, but I think we'll go with that. Also, if I set one to fermented cassavas, that would actually really help, like having 2 fermented cassavas. We could get rid of some of this here, but what I mean is when we get multiple fields in, we could actually change one of these fields to not be cassavas. So I think one field might be enough when we've got multiple multiple food types. Plus we're kind of at the amount of beavers we're going to have. Like we've got 30 advanced breeding pods, and we can't. I mean, I could fit more in. We could easily put more in. There are places for them. You know, that's not. You know, we've got little bits. Well, there are places we could put more breeding pods in if we wanted to. I don't think you can build above them with a. No, you can't build above them at all, which is a little annoying. Okay. So that limits the space a little bit, but we could put more in. I'm sure we could figure out how to put more in, because we can't put more in here, because this is obviously going to be this is the water sources, so we can't do that. So yeah, those out. Let's get those in. Oh, I missed that one. I missed that one there. Make that a higher priority, please. Delete that one out. Put on. So what I mean by that is that if we're at our population at the moment, and we're going to put more houses in at the end here, but I don't know whether we're going to put in more. I mean, we could increase our well-being as well. That's one of the big things. Right now, we're only getting 20% happiness. We could, when we get more food, we will get more happiness. Obviously, we can get campfires and rooftop terraces going, which are there. I don't know where we're going to put these. There's a lot of stuff I don't know where to put these. But what I'm sorry, looping back to what I was saying with the reservoirs, is my kind of semi-plan for the reservoir was going to be to replace these pumps. So I know we said about filling this in and do that, and I still do want to kind of fill it in and make it shallow. But the idea would be to have the reservoirs over here be where all the water pumping happens. So we'd put all the ones here, so all the beavers that live in the end would go to the pumps and work in the pumps, rather than be the ones in the centre. And then in the centre we can put in all the leisure, because there's a couple where there's one leisure. There's the swimming pool. The swimming pool requires water, so there's only one actually that needs leisure, so we could probably squeeze that in somewhere else actually. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I don't need that many swimming pools and stuff. But we could get the happiness up to increase our population. That's fine. Get more houses down here. My biggest issue with having the reservoir here, which we're going to do, I'm going to build the giant reservoir anyway. But my biggest issue with having the reservoir here is beavers having to come to work in it. We could put houses down here, stuff like that, but yeah, they have to come to work in it, and the haulers have to move it. That's not a problem. The haulers are not a problem at all because we've got space to put haulers in places. That's not an issue. But it's here, the pumps are spread out, and the workers can just leave the house. They have food, water, and a pump right next door. Whereas over here, they'd have to come all the way down to do it to get to the pumping system. So yeah. Last episode somebody mentioned bots. I did say I wasn't going to do bots for this playthrough, but I mean, I'm not opposed to changing that, just limiting them to being like, hey, you know, we are building bots for the water system and that's it, you know. But I don't know. That's a project for future. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the big reservoir thing here staggering down. And we could always do it, and they said put houses like here and not do something, because I don't know whether the water would irrigate because we're going to pump it all the way out. So maybe half of this won't be irrigated, but so we're only going to get 2 more farms in here. That's why changing this here, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. If we change one of the cassavas, we don't use the final field here, which makes sense. We could do that. We also need to do coffee bush as well, but that's fine. The coffee bush is going to be easy as well because we can do the coffee bush. Well, there's going to be berries here. Maybe we'll do coffee here. Maybe we'll split this in 2 and take trees out and do coffee the other side of it. So berries one side, coffee the other. Maybe that'll work. I don't see one. Yeah. The industry is all going to get moved down here anyway, which means the beavers living down here are kind of working in the industry anyway. So we could put houses here specifically for the... I think houses specifically for the pumps might work pretty well for us, actually. So, yeah. Okay. These 2 sets of supply on there. That's why they're empty. Yeah, I'm just moving all the water up because the beavers live down here, so moving the water up. Okay. So there's that done there. There's that done here. This is doing its thing here. Oh, we need to fill this in. Let's fill this in. Oh, another bit of land done there. That's awesome. You are empty metal blocks, but you have nowhere to go. Metal blocks. So, yeah, that's the thing. This needs doing at some point. Not fussed by this. Okay, so the comments. Thank you again to everyone for the comments. Mentioned obviously Robert about changing the stuff over there, and also about the coffee ones as well. Yep, we're going to put coffee on top of the kohlrabi, but I'd rather have water for the moment because we're not making coffee. So, scroll down. Mr. Morkey mentioned about the dams at the end don't have the capacity to let the water out. They do, because we are only letting so much water in because we're splitting it between the 2. It should work fine. They should balance just fine. The issue we were having, I think, is just that it was water coming in and bouncing around because I changed the ratios, the heights of this thing. So, yeah. So, I messed about with the heights on the previous season, so I'm hoping that's the issue, and we won't get the flooding that we had last time. Hopefully, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. So we'll see how we're going on there. Up here, on top of this here, that little box I had, we needed to use a tapper shack to pick it up, not a gatherer flag. I messed that one up, so I just used the dev tools to delete it. In the dev tools, there is an option when you click on the build one here. There is one called delete objects, which just deletes anything you click on. Completely gone. Poof. Goodbye. So, yeah. We did that. I got rid of that way. Pop. There we go. And pop. Awesome. Come on. I keep missing the clicks. I don't know if it's... I have a new mouse. Which now does the whole scroll thing properly. Doesn't do freewheeling scroll, so that's good. But I keep missing the clicks, and I don't know whether it's because I'm not clicking the button properly because it's a new mouse, so maybe I'm not pushing it down properly. I don't know. I don't know, or it's just me. I don't know, brain. There was Luke and Don mentioning about the about having multiple pools over having one giant pool. One giant pool would evaporate slower because it all basically works on the edge area. So the more edge you have, the quicker stuff evaporates. It's not just an edge area, but that's the general consensus. So a very large pool will evaporate slower than multiple smaller pools. However, a large deeper pool means that you are only pumping from the top end of it a little bit, and then you go down a level, then you go down a level, then you go down a level, and so you're running around. Like if you can imagine, we had a pool sort of the camera size here. We had pumps here pumping at the high level, then it goes down by 6, they turn off, and the pumps lower, the underwater now above water, and they pump, and then you do it again. So you have like 4 sets of pumps taking out a reservoir that's 24 tiles deep. That would work. It would be fine. It would work fine. But you're only having so many pumps pump at once. You've got to wait for the water level to drop, so them pumps no longer underwater for them to kick in. And then when those ones kick in, the ones above can't work anymore because the water's too low for it. Whereas having multiple reservoirs means you can have multiple pumps running at the same time. This is all providing we have enough time in the wet seasons to actually fill the reservoirs, which is another thing why only having it 6 deep would be a better idea, because it would fill them quicker. So, but I'm kind of tempted. The addition to the plan, or the modification to the plan, is going to be to have, as I said, we can fit in something as big as this between it, but we're going to have 7 pumps here, or 14 pumps, so 7 along, like this. Have this section of pumps here, and then have one next to it here, which is 1 lower, and then we come down by 1, we go 1 lower, and then we go back, and we go down, and we go back, and we go down, we go back, and we snake it. Rather than having 1 long one and then we come down one, because that's going to be quite long. That's quite high up. So if we're doing that and then coming out and go down, we're going to end up over here somewhere before we get down to this level. Which if we do it that way, we'll end up shorter. But I'm also concerned that we won't have enough water to actually fill them, because the wet seasons aren't all that long. So yeah, that's kind of added to the plan there. Zuigi, you've left a comment about how to do warehouse setups. I've read it quickly and my brain was like, that won't work. You mentioned about blowing up a 7x7 area and putting warehouses in the bottom. But I need to reread it. I haven't read the comment properly, so I won't. I will reread and I will reply to that one directly. So because the reason my brain goes, it won't work is because if you do a 7x7, you put in 2 warehouses at the bottom and then you can't put 2 the other side. But then yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something. And full body slam. Andrew, no, Anuj. I hope. As I said, YouTube shows usernames, then when I click them, it actually shows it shows handles, then when I click them, it shows usernames. So, but anyway, they mentioned maybe we should put the district center up here, like up here on a metal platform. In here, we could put a metal platform in here, like here somewhere. Dig a hole to lower it down a little bit, and put the district center on top of a metal platform here. And I really like that idea. Having it in the center, overlooking Machu Picchu, so it would face that way, because we're going to have some industry this side, we're going to have the rest of that side, but this is going to be it, and the other side of the map is probably going to be kind of left alone. Terraforming the entire world would work. I mean, we could bring it up to be flat all the way across. That was kind of the original plan, wasn't it, to bring it flat all the way across? But if we're going to build a water pumping system here, it's not really going to work. We can also make it 2-tiered. We can make this flat, just lower level. But I kind of feel like we industrialize one half of the map up to the water system. We build into this area a little bit with the water, our water reservoir system. And then we just leave the rest of the map alone. You know, it's like it's a nature reserve down here, a natural reserve down there. So, yeah, Yeah, I kind of like that idea. We could also build the actual reservoir this way. Now I think about it, we look at how far we are and how deep we're going to go. We could probably build it this way. This water should run up to this area here. So we've got this amount of space here, and we could start on the end here and then work our way back. I don't know. I will see how we're going to do this before I make a decision whether to go forward or backwards. We'll probably go backwards because we get more pumps in, and then in this area here we'll put the houses in. We're doing that. Or as I said, bot production. I didn't want to use bots in this playthrough just because I didn't. There's no major. I just didn't. So okay. So let me wait for the explosives to all be placed down, and we will come back and explode some more so we can get our river running. The dynamite has been placed. It's time to boom them. I don't think that it's ever going to get old for me. Ever. It's just, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Boom, down two. Boom, go. Poof. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. Just kaboomy. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so we need to fill in this area here. Doop. 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 Run a path down the center like so they can reach all of those. That will use up some of our planks, so we can actually pick up some of these planks that are just dotted around places. There's nowhere to... Oh, we can pick these up. Okay, so this has been filled in. That's fine. Look here. This here was a comment a few episodes ago. Actually, I forgot about this here. Talking about the channel width, and I was looking at how to get more pumps into a smaller area, and I figured this is the width you want a river. So you want it to be sort of this sort of size, so you can put in pumps like this. So it'd be pumps there, then rotate and do pumps there, then rotate and do pumps there, rotate and do pumps there. So you've got a path on the outside, which is pumps, a path on the center, which is the pump entrance, and on the outside, and then these ones would be the channels where the pumps actually pump from, and then you get more in there. So you need to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. It needs to be 11 wide. 11 wide channel. You can get even more in. So we're not doing 11 wide channels. We're doing less than that. So that's fine. We can't get. There's no way I can squeeze any more pumps into these. It's all too cramped. It's all too cramped. We can't do that. We have had the shortest cycle you can get, which is 3 days of wet season and then 3-day warning. So 6 days is the shortest wet cycle you can get, and then we're going to have a drought. We will see how long that drought is going to be in just a moment. We had one little bit of flooding. Initially, and we haven't had anything beyond that. So I think the issue with this overflowing was I had this set to the higher one actually set to 0 now. So that's not right. That should be set to 0.5, shouldn't it? Yeah. I think I messed that one up. That's 0.5. Then these ones open completely, and then during a bad tide, you close up to 1. So there we go. Okay. So there we go. So we managed to get up to 16,000 water, which is not enough, and we have a 28-day drought. And if we end up getting a 6-day wet season and then another 28-day drought, and that happens like 2 or 3 times in a row, that's what really kills us. Really, really hurts a lot. So okay, let's remove. We want to fill in this. So I don't need to get down the bottom. What I need to do is I need to come down here. I need to go mark resources for demolition. I basically just need to mark everything there. I think everything on this layer as well. Everything down here. There's probably more places I need to mark things for demolition. I'm just going to mark everything. Most of it can't be reached anyway. That's fine. Most of it just can't be reached at all. That's not a problem. But what they can reach, we will reach here. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the stairs. Let's get rid of that. Goodbye. You can let your water go. This staircase there, so we'll leave that on for the minute. Yeah, I don't think a lot of this can be too far away. Yeah, it's too far from. There's nowhere to reach half these things here, and they can't lean over an edge to destroy things. I don't believe so. If I start filling this in with dirt, they can't actually get to the edges. So not really sure how we're going to do this here. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fill in the lower layer and then work from there. But what I don't want to do is fill in anything over here before I know what we're going to do with the reservoir. So I kind of want to clean it out. So I want to come to here really and just fill in half of this here. So this is the fill area here. So I want to do this. So we'll get there. So this is where the water's going to go out. So let's do that. Let's start on that, shall we? So we're going to start. I'm going to do it this way so that we can hopefully get more done in one go. So that's the lowest point. There's that. There's that. Okay. I've realised that now that's probably not going to work because they can't reach that from anywhere else. So we're going to have another road here temporarily. But there you go. That'll do. And then that's the road that goes down here, which doesn't actually need to be a road technically. Never realised that actually before. These fields are an odd number, so technically there could be a road down the centre here, splitting the fields up. We don't need a road down there, so I'm not doing that. But that does mean that when I do this, we're going to have one bigger than the other one, which is fine because corn is not particularly needed. So the other farm will be whatever size we need. We're going to do. So I don't know if soybeans are needed that much either. To be honest with you, I think soybeans could also be a smaller crop. I don't know. Cassavas are definitely needed to be a higher crop. So, but canola and soybean doesn't really matter. I need to change one of these from being cassavas to being something else. This should not be corn. Corn should technically be here if I'm doing stuff in order. Kohlrabi, cassavas, soybean, canola, corn, and then eggplants. So if I wanted to do that, I might do that. I might actually change it to do that just because I want to. I think we will. I think we will do that actually. So yeah. So this one is ironically going to become corn. How far can we reach? We can't reach very far. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, would you stop planting all that? Stop planting all that, okay? There we go. We're going to cut back on it already. We're not processing corn and stuff like that, so corn processing is something we need to do as well. I need to put the hydroponic gardens in here. Let's build those now, because they can be built. They don't have to be enabled. I won't enable them yet because we've got a drought. We're on a drought, so I won't enable them yet. We'll wait for the wet season to come along. Okay, we're on December here. That's fine. We can do that there. Yeah, because this should be back here. So I've actually put in too many trees here. The problem with the trees, however, is that if I remove these, the trees will automatically start spreading, which is not what I want. I don't want trees to automatically spread. So I'm just gonna have to leave them for the moment. See how it goes. We're gonna basically use up all the wood, and then I'll start all the wood cutters, chop these trees off here, stop them spreading, and then yeah, we'll use this side for coffee beans. I think. Yep. Okay. On top of the roofs as well, I did have an idea of putting in some of these things like the wind tunnels and stuff up here, so we could put in like a wind tunnel there, and still have access to the front of the buildings, so that we can put the happiness stuff up there. So like a wind turbine can go up there, a wind tunnel can go up there, There is the exercise plaza as well. So we could do like wind tunnel exercise plaza, wind tunnel exercise plaza, or sorry, wind tunnel, because this is the thing, and then the same here, wind tunnel exercise plaza. We just have the motivarium, which I don't know where we're going to put that at all, because it has to be placed on the ground. So I have no idea where that's going to go. Possibly up here, because we're going to have space for stuff. Because we don't need this many trees. We're not using as many trees because, as I said, the folktails, the iron teeth don't seem to use as many trees as the folktails. But that could just be because I'm not actually processing the food. I'm not using the food factory anyway, so we'll get that done. We'll get corn rations done. We'll get this done. We'll get this filled. We'll get this planted. We'll get the bombs placed. We'll get everything done, dusted, sorted, and happy and going. You are full. Wow, our water storage is actually full. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. And we can then be super extra wonderful. Yay. Everything can be awesome. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 2 more water storages, and we shall leave this episode here, and we will come back next time. We shall continue from there. Thank you very much for watching. Progress is being made slowly. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next one. Until then, as always, have fun,